If you haven't gone to a convention before, just ask somebody who's been there. Or if you've been there, say something in the chat so others will know about the experience that you had. Anytime we've ever had a convention or taken a trip together, it's always been absolutely extraordinary. So feel free to participate. If you want to travel with us, you can just text the word travel to the phone number 87948. So text travel to 87948, and I will send you information on our next B1 voyage. Our next one, our big next international trip is going to be Ethiopia. So anyway, let me move back to AI and invested in what's happening now. Let's talk about Microsoft and Meta and why their earnings announcements were so strong and why they made so much money. Well, first off, with Microsoft, you've got a big business in cloud computing. They literally posted $76 billion in quarterly revenue, which is insane. They actually the revenue grew 18 to 24% in a year. That's insane to make that much money and to grow that much. And it's the Azure cloud segment that delivers, they said 75 billion in annual revenue. That's ridiculous. That's absolutely nuts. Um, and now Meta, they're what they're doing is they're applying AI to their advertising engine, and so their AI tools led them to earn 47.5 billion in revenue just for this quarter alone, if I'm not mistaken, and that blew away the earnings expectation. The analysts expected about $5.80 a share. They delivered $7.14 a share. That's big. That's really big. So they have these advantage ads and Reels personalization and llama powered tools. So what Meta is doing with AI is different from Microsoft and the other companies. Microsoft is trying to monetize AI in their partnership with OpenAI. They have almost like a frenemy relationship with OpenAI. OpenAI, Sam Altman's company that runs ChatGPT, they have this crazy deal where Microsoft gave them a bunch of money and a bunch of compute resources. And I don't think they expected OpenAI to blow up the way they did. They released ChatGPT, and ChatGPT, went insane, and now they're making it's ridiculous. I think they have 100 million subscribers or something crazy. So OpenAI is trying to disconnect and become a for-profit company, but they have agreements with Microsoft, the way Microsoft owns pretty much all their intellectual property or something crazy like that. And they own it all the way up until the achievement of artificial general intelligence. And so they're getting a ton of money from OpenAI's success. And I think OpenAI is trying to break away from some of that. And then Microsoft is using Copilot. That's a primary method of monetizing directly to the consumer. And I use Copilot. Copilot's very good. It's really cool. You just hit a button and it looks at your screen, and you can go through whatever you're working on, and it'll talk you through it and explain it and help you. And I highly recommend trying it out. It really works. I got my wife to try it and she loved it. So you may want to try that out. Now with Microsoft, let me see what else here. Also, Meta's strategy, in my view, is a little different in the sense that Meta is basically trying to apply AI to their existing advertising tools. Advertising is their primary way of making money, so they're using AI to make advertising on their platform easier. So apparently, they're getting to the point where when you want to run a Facebook ad, you can hop in and you can just say, "This is what I want. This is who the ad is for. Make the ad for me," and they'll make the ad, set it up, target the people, and all you got to do is pay, which is pretty cool. If you run a business, you have to advertise. Anybody who's running a business, if you're not advertising the business, that might be the reason why your business isn't growing. I One thing I mentioned to a friend of mine who's running a business, and it's a good business, and I said, "You have a good product, and you're really working your butt off." I said the thing about it is that sometimes we get tricked into thinking that all I have to do is make a great product and work really hard to tell people about it and and deliver the product, and that's going to make it successful.